list. Charlie Duke, what do you think the main legacy is when you think about Project Mercury, how it paved the way for Gemini and Apollo? Because it was essential. I mean, if we blew it then, we're not going to do it, right?
Well, I think so. I was a young lieutenant in Germany in a fighter squadron in 1961 when Alan Shepard went up. And I was disappointed that we didn't beat the Russians, but we were on our way. And a couple of weeks later, Kennedy announced we were going to go to the moon. And everybody in our squadron, all the pilots said, yeah, sure, we're going to go to the moon, you know. You know, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blow up rather than lift off, mostly. And
that was the record at that time. That's how it was going.
Yeah, and we're going to go.
Yeah.
And I can't say that I wanted to do it at the time. I had a great job, like everybody else in those days. I was a fighter pilot. It was great. And
did you ever really say, yeah, baby, I fly jets?
Yeah.
Okay. How many of you ever said, yeah, baby, I fly jets? Yeah, they're not going to admit it. All right. Take a poll in the room. Okay, go ahead, Charlie.
Well, I fly jets. And I went back to MIT, and Mercury was really the foundation. And the guys did a great job. I thought the space program passed me by. I'd never do it. I was too young, too inexperienced. But I went back to MIT and as a master's candidate, and my thesis was on the Apollo guidance and navigation system, which MIT was building. And so I met some of you guys, class. Let's see, it was, shoot, I can't remember now.
Those guys.
Anyway, Roger Chaffee and
Williams?
Yeah, Williams, and C.C. Williams, and those guys were working and came up to MIT, and they said, this is the greatest job you could ever have. So I started thinking at that point about maybe I ought to apply, but I wasn't qualified. Got selected as test pilot school, and then that was the beginning of my career. Yeah. But I think I think that I was able to get into the program because it was a great experience, and all these guys that are sitting here, great friends for over 40 years.
There you are saying, yeah, baby, I fly jets, and you end up being the 10th man to walk on the moon. Charlie Duke right there. All right. Now we get to Gemini. Watch this, and this is where it really gets...
Just one thing. I think,
yes, Senator.
I think I think I was probably the only bachelor during these days, so...
Well, that's
yeah,
really too
baby,
bad,
I fly jets worked very well.
Yeah, baby, I go spelunking. Yeah, that's a... Buzz, I see you sense. I sense the need to get something more from Buzz here. Yes.
Well, Sputnik was October 4th, 1957. Mm-hmm. And as I mentioned earlier, I was in a fighter squadron with F-100s in Germany. Ed White had been there, and he rotated back. But 1957, early in that year, we had transitioned from patrolling the border during the Hungarian crisis, being deployed down to Munich. But in the beginning of '57, we transitioned over to tactical fighters. Mm. Okay, now what that means is that you're on 5-minute alert and you have a nuclear weapon on the wing of your airplane. And just thinking about the low-level route you might take into Czechoslovakia or Poland, I'll tell you, this beep, 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 beep didn't cut the mustard at all. It was not a big deal.
You had a heavier duty.
That's right.
Do you have any nuclear weapons on you now, Buzz?
Yeah.
We're among friends. Good. Okay. Well, then next time you want to get another question, there it is. And of course, we'll say there's more power in that phone than there was in the Apollo spacecraft. We'll get to that.
Yeah, but can it take a star sighting and if it goes up, it's going to crash? It's not a land.
MIT. Got it right there. All right. Now watch this next chapter. This is Gemini. Think about two guys. Imagine if you could be sitting in something about the size of a Volkswagen Bug, the original Volkswagen Bug, two people for a few days. Watch this, Gemini.